Hi, friends. It's been a minute. I've been so busy with a lot of stuff, so I'm so sorry for not uploading when I swore I was going to be consistent. But I've just been doing a lot. I've been helping my family move and whatnot, and work, and etc. etc. But let's just get right into the video. Today's topic, I'm going to talk about real friends, who's meant to be in your life, and whatnot. I feel like real friends and then people that are meant to be in your life, they're kind of tied together. So I'm just going to talk about it all together. The first thing is that they accept you for who you are. I found from time to time that people only want to keep me around for what I look like and not who I really am as a person, just for looks and shows, and they will judge me for who I am. They will judge me off of my mental illness or judge me off of things that make me neurodivergent, whether it's like tics or little sounds I make. There's just certain people that are always judging me and don't accept me for who I am. And they say they are, but their actions don't really lead up to what they're saying. So if you find that you can't be yourself around certain people or your friends, they're not meant to be in your life. That's not a real friend. Regardless of who you are as a person, good or bad, there's a difference between like judging and then kind of like supporting and helping you get better. I'm specifically talking about people that judge you in a bad and condescending way. That's not your real friend. That is not somebody that is meant to be in your life. Secondly, a good friend sticks around for good and bad times. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, that doesn't really make any sense, because if you're having bad times, like, I feel like I shouldn't stick around. If we can laugh together and we can have good times together, we can go do stuff together, we can be happy together, you have to be there for the bad times. You should be able to stick around when I'm sad and depressed, stick around for like if I'm struggling with something, because those bad times do not last forever. As I've said in my previous video, in this life, you are going to, there's light and darkness. There's no light without darkness, and there's no darkness without light. So if you claim you're my friend, you have to be there for the good and the bad times. And I'm finding myself nowadays just like cutting so many people off because they're never there for the bad times. They only want to be there for the good times. I'm supposed to always be there for their bad times, but they don't want to be there for my bad times. Like, if you can't be there for my lows, you don't get to be there when I'm feeling my best or like at my highest. You don't get to experience that. You don't get to have access to me. Thirdly, on the list of people that are meant to be in your life or good friends, a good friend or a good person or whatever in your life will make time to see you. I see people all the time on social media being like, oh, I never go out with my friends, I never do anything, they never want to hit me up or ask to do anything, but we'll be hanging out with all their other friends, but like we'll ignore you, and specifically won't ever ask you to hang out or do anything, and then they just hit you with the excuses. Like, there's no excuses. If you can make time for your other friends, it's kind of just like, why can't you make time for me, you know? It's like they're intentionally excluding you, and then when you call them out on it, they just have all these bullshit ass excuses instead of just keeping it real with you. Me being a Taurus, I just feel like I'm always blunt. I'm always gonna keep it real with you. There's no hidden animosity. I'm always gonna be blunt with you. So I always expect people to keep it real with me, because that's just how I am. I don't care how hard whatever the truth is. I want to know it all the time. So if you're truthful with me and you just said you didn't want to hang out with me, I'm going to be fine with that, and I'm going to keep it pushing. My life is still going to keep going. I'm not going to be depressed, or I'm just going to break down in tears, or my life is going to start falling apart because you didn't want to hang out with me. Like, there's other people that I could spend time with. My life isn't going to start falling apart because you didn't hang out with me. I'm just going to find better friends. Alrighty. And fourthly, is fourthly even a word? Somebody please correct me. I swear I'm so illiterate, it's not even funny anymore. We're going to say fourth right now. They always tell you the truth. Real friends are people that are meant to be in your life. I just feel like there just shouldn't be any maybe sugarcoating to an extent if you have people that are just too extra sensitive. So you kind of just have to like not necessarily lie, but sugarcoat it in a way to the point where it's not hurting their mental, but just completely lying for no reason to your friends. That is not somebody that's supposed to be in your life. Real friends are always going to keep it real with you. Real people are always going to keep it real with you, regardless, honestly, of how you feel. Because I treat my friends that way. I'm always going to tell them the truth. So I always expect my friends to tell me the truth. You know, if it's like you always find a reason to lie about something for no reason, like you're just pathologically lying, like you're not a real friend and you got to go. Who knows what else you could be lying about? You could be lying about your whole entire identity. You could be a whole different person. Like we don't do the lying. We always keep it 100% with your friends, because there's honestly no reason to be lying. If you really care about these people in your life, you're always going to want to be upfront with them about everything. There shouldn't be any hidden agendas. There shouldn't be anything. You're always supposed to keep it real with the people you genuinely care about. Fifth on the list, they always encourage you. Mostly it comes to like the positive aspects in your life. Maybe it could be like trying to get a new promotion, maybe getting a new pet or something. Like, I mean, like the positive things they encourage you to do, and they don't try and stray you away from like trying to excel. They want you to grow, and they encourage you to do better things and not try and keep you around the bad things. The sixth thing up on the list of people that should not be in your life, people that are not your real friends, are only reaching out when they want something. It's like, what are you, like, you're strictly only sticking around to make sure like I'm doing what you want. That's not a real friend. It's supposed to be, the energy is supposed to be reciprocated. It's a friendship. I had this one person, literally the only time they text me is when they want something. It's literally always about money. You never hit me up any other time, but when it's convenient for you, oh, can I hold $20? Oh, can I do this? And I have a good heart, but I also know how to say no. So if you're not a real friend and you don't help me out when I need money, which isn't even in the question because I do not ever ask anybody for money, I'm going to say no, because I'm not going to let you use me whenever you feel like it. Because on your end, if I keep supporting that, you're going to think you can keep coming to me whenever you want to use me. And then also at the same time, that's bad for my image, because I obviously don't have boundaries if I let people do just whatever. So in the end, I can't really complain or whine about something because I'm allowing it to happen. And quite frankly, I'm not going to let it happen. I'm going to tell you no, because you don't deserve it. You don't make sure I'm straight. So I make sure you're straight? Doesn't make any sense, does it? No. Honestly, that's not even one friend that I've had do that to me. I've had a lot of friends do that to me, and let me just stop it right now, because those people are not even my friends anymore. So old people that I used to be associated with used to do that to me. Mostly a lot of guys do it to me, sadly, but it's life and things happen, and just gotta go with the flow. Another thing on the list, they're never happy for you. It's so sad if you have friends that are never happy for you. You just always had this good news that you want to tell them, and they're just kind of like, meh. Like, they're not really showing any emotion when it comes to the good things in your life. But then when it comes to them, they expect you to have this huge reaction, or like just go out of your way to care. But then like they don't care. So why would I be happy for you and you're never happy for me? Like, I'm moving on, you're not happy for me. Getting a new apartment, you're not happy for me. I'm getting a new car, you're not happy for me. I became a millionaire, you're not happy for me. It's just like everything I'm doing and you're not happy for me. Like, real friends don't do that. Real friends are going to be happy for you and support you and whatever is beneficial to you. So if you just seem like you're just never happy, then you're not a real friend. You're not. And you're not meant to be in my life, because there's a lot of things, good things that happen in my life that I love sharing with the people that I love and care about around me. And I would love for them to, show some positive feedback. Positive feedback rather than negative. Even if you don't have positive feedback, I would rather have no feedback than negative feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I say I'm getting a new car and you're just like, dang, you're about to be broke or whatever, blah, 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 like, kind of like pushing like self-image on you because they don't have a car, so now like you're getting a new car, that makes them feel some type of way, almost in a like never happy for you / like jealousy type of thing. Never happy for you, jealous of you. No, gotta go. We all are on a different path in life. Things are not going to occur at the same time that they're occurring for you, like how it is for everybody else. So if you're not happy for me because those things haven't happened for you yet, and you're basically saying you're jealous, then you're done. Also, people that like always come to you with bad news. Obviously, I'm not going to be naming names because I'm not here to tear down anybody's image. But I had this one person that literally the only time they text me or call me, it's always about drama. I don't care about what everybody else has going on. Why do you only come to me when it involves everybody else in a negative aspect? I do not care. I'm here to spread positivity, and I want people to put positive things into my life. I don't want to hear about the negative things that everybody else has going on. I don't. I clearly I just don't live I don't live for the talking shit about other people, and I don't live for other people being around me always talking shit about other people. There's different ways to talk about conversations without always having to talk about somebody in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? Like, just drama on top of drama. Like, me personally, like, I'm partially an introvert and an extrovert. A lot of times I need downtime to myself, but then there's other times where I love being around other people and whatnot. Me personally, I just don't want to always know what everybody else has going on because I get so caught up in my own world, in my own mind, that I just want to focus on what I have going on and not wondering what the next person is doing with their life, because I quite literally don't care enough. And you shouldn't have to either. Rumors, you shouldn't care for the drama, even if it adds entertainment to your life. Go on TikTok or something. Go like run errands or something. Go to like an amusement park. Like, there's other things you can do for entertainment rather than surrounding yourself in drama. There's better things to do than to talk shit about other people or bring negative news all the time. This is why a lot of people are blocked now for me, because the only time they come to me is when it's something negative. I remember this one dude I used to talk to. He would literally only bitch about negative things. Like, I would ask him how his day was or whatever, or like ask him like one thing that made him happy that day, and he couldn't even tell me one single thing that made him happy. He was literally always complaining about something. And I'm like, damn, you're just always miserable. Like, you never come to me about any good news. It's always about you complaining about something. And me personally, I cannot stand to be around people that are always complaining about something. I just can't do it. If you can't tell me one thing that makes you happy, or one thing that was special about your day or something, like it's just always a negative aspect about something, you can't be around me. You are not somebody that is meant to be in my life. I like being around people that always look at the positive side of things, not somebody who sits around being miserable all day and then I end up being miserable, because that's the energy I'm obviously attracted to and that I like keeping around me, and that's not the case. So those are just a few things on the list of why people aren't meant to be in your life, or good friends, or signs that somebody's a good friend. Pretty sure there's way more, but I'm not here to list every single thing on the list. Honestly, you live and you learn through life with the people that are meant to be around you, stick around you, and who's just meant to exit and who's meant to be here for a certain period of time in your life. Like, it's just all one big experience. That concludes today's video podcast, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends.